Hi friends, today we are going to deal with time scaling property of Fourier transform. First I am going to define the property. After that we will see the proof. Finally we will see the problem related to the time scaling property. Okay, according to time scaling property, this is second property. So we already discussed the first property called linearity. So second property is time scaling property. Okay. According to time scaling property, so if we are having a signal g of t, it has a Fourier transform pair with g of f. Then according to time scaling, g of a t, so here t is multiplied with a constant a. So a can be positive or a can be a negative. So g of a t has a Fourier transform pair with 1 divided by modulus of a g of f by a. We will see the proof now. So a may be positive or negative. First we will take a is greater than 0. So proof, we will take a greater than 0. Okay. According to Fourier transform, we know that g of f equal to integration minus infinity to plus infinity g of t e power of minus j 2 pi f t dt. So now g of t is time scaled now. So g of a t we'll see here, we will write here Fourier transform of g of a t. Okay. We are going to find the Fourier transform of g of a t. So integration minus plus infinity g of a t e power of minus j 2 pi f t dt. I am replacing a t by tau. So let us assume tau equal to a t. Assume tau equal to a t. From this equation, t equal to a by tau. T equal to a by tau. Similarly, d tau equal to a times of dt. So next I am going to change the limits of integration. If t equal to minus infinity, I am replacing with tau, then tau equal to minus infinity. So if you substitute t equal to minus infinity, so we will get tau equal to minus infinity. Similarly, at t equal to plus infinity, so I am getting tau equal to plus infinity. So limits of integration, there is no change in the limits of the integration. So now we will apply this assumption to this equation. Integration minus infinity plus infinity g of, instead of a t we will substitute tau e power of minus j 2 pi f, instead of t we will substitute a divided by tau, sorry, tau by a, so here also tau by a, tau divided by a. Instead of dt we will substitute d tau by a. So a is constant, we will take outside 1 by a, integration minus infinity plus infinity g of tau e power of minus j 2 pi f by a times of tau d tau. Now you just observe this equation. So you just observe this equation and Fourier transform equation. G of f equal to integration minus infinity plus infinity g of t e power of minus j 2 pi f t dt. So here this equation is a function of f. In this equation is a function of f by a. So we can write 1 by a. We can replace this equation by g of f by a. So because here this equation is a function of f and this equation is a function of f by a. So that's why I am replacing g of f by a. So you just observe here g of at has a Fourier transform pair with 1 by a g of f by a. So here when a is greater than 0. Similarly, a may be a positive or negative. So that's why I am just replacing a by modulus a. So a may be positive or negative. So that's why I am just mentioning here modulus. So g of f by a. So this is actually a proof. Now we will see the problem related to this time scaling property. So here the problem is find the Fourier transform for g of t equal to rect at. So actually our signal is a rectangle signal. So we already found that for a rectangle signal our Fourier transform is sinc pulse. So we know that a rect of t by capital T has a Fourier transform pair with at sinc f times of t. So we have already derived this Fourier transform. If anybody not seen that video, so you can first see that video first, then only you can understand this Fourier transform pair. Okay. Now you just compare this a rect of t by t and g of t. So amplitude is 1 and the time period is 1. So by observing or by comparing g of t and rectangle pulse, so here a equal to 1 and t equal to 1. So if you substitute this a and t, amplitude and time period, in this Fourier transform pair, so we will get rect of t has a Fourier transform pair with a equal to 1 and t also 1. So we will get sinc of f. But our question is rect of at. So we know that rect of t has a Fourier transform pair with sinc f. But our question is rect of at. So here the time is multiplied with constant a, that is time scaling property we have to apply. So according to time scaling property, if g of t has a Fourier transform pair with g of f, then g of at has a Fourier transform pair with 1 by modulus a g of f by a. So this is actually g of t, this is actually a g of t, and this is g of f. So by time scaling property, so we know that g of at has a Fourier transform pair with modulus of a, 1 by modulus of a, g of f by a. So we know that g of t equal to rect of t. So g of at equal to rect of at. So rect of at has a Fourier transform pair with 1 by modulus of a. Here g of f is sinc. Here g of f is sinc pulse. Sinc f by a. So we found that g of t has a Fourier transform, that is rect of at has a Fourier transform pair with 1 by modulus of a sinc f by a. So here I am going to apply a value for constant a. So I am going to conclude one important point here. So that's why I am going to substitute a value for constant a. So we will separate this. So first case, we will take a equal to 1 by 2, rect of t by 2 as a Fourier transform pair with 1 by 2 modulus sinc f by 1 by 2 So So if we solve this one, we will get 2 times of sinc 2f, and in time domain we will get rect of t by 2. So now I am going to plot a magnitude spectrum here for time domain signal. So I will get, this is my time domain signal, this is rect of t by 2. So which means here my amplitude is 1, and my time period is -1 to +1. Here the actually time period is -1 to +1, but constant is 1 by 2, a equal to 1 by 2. Similarly, in a frequency domain, so this one I am going to draw the magnitude spectrum of g of f. So this is actually sinc pulse with magnitude 2, magnitude 2.0, magnitude 2. So this is here amplitude is 2, and this is, and the sinc pulse has a decrease in the amplitude. This is 1 by t, 2 by t, 3 by t. This is -1 by t, -2 by t, -3 by t. And second case, if we are substituting a equal to 1, so we will get rect of t has a Fourier transform pair with 1 by a 1, we will get amplitude is 1, sinc of f, we will get sinc f. So in time domain, so we will get, here our time period is -1 by 2 to +1 by 2, -1 by 2 to +1 by 2. Here magnitude is 1, this is rect of t. And in frequency domain, we will get a sinc pulse, with amplitude 1. Here amplitude is 1, and so this is -1 by t, this +1 by t, 2 by t, and this one is -2 by t. And in third case, we will substitute a equal to 2. We will substitute a equal to 2. So we will get rect of 2t has a Fourier transform pair with 1 by 2, sinc of f by 2. So we will get, in time domain, our rectangle pulse looks like signal from 1 by 4 to +1 by 4, -1 by 4 to +1 by 4, and the amplitude is 1. This is rect of 2t, and in the frequency domain we will get sinc pulse. We will get sinc pulse with amplitude 1 by 2, and this one is -1 by t, and this one is +1 by t. This is g of f modulus. We just compare these three signals here. So in time domain, the rectangular pulse are compressing. So look, just observe here. Here our signal is from -1 to +1, and here -1 by 2 to +1 by 2, and the third case -1 by 4 to +1 by 4. So in time domain, our rectangular pulse is compressing here, and in the frequency domain, the magnitude spectrum is expanding here. Compression in the time domain of the signal, time domain of the signal leads to expansion in the frequency domain of the signal, frequency domain of the signal, and vice versa. This is one important conclusion. Expansion in the time domain leads to compression in time domain leads to expansion in the frequency domain. Similarly, expansion in the time domain leads to compression in the frequency domain. This is one important observation from time scaling property. I hope you people understand this time scaling property. In the next class we will see the duality property. Thank you friends.